Hi everyone, welcome back to Descendants Doll Story. So it's a very big day today. We're going to be unboxing the 10th anniversary Mal and Evie dolls. I am really excited to get into these. I have a lot to say. We'll get into that. And of course, I have the OG dolls right here for comparison when the time has come and they're out of the box. We'll compare them. Before I start unboxing, I do want to say I know some people dislike the original Descendant dolls, but I have always liked them. They're not they don't super resemble the actresses or actors, but I think they're cute. I think they did a pretty good job with these dolls. I really like them, and they've held up since 2015. So, yeah, now I'm excited to open up the new ones though. These look like a slightly larger scale. They may be able to compare against the Rise of Red dolls in terms of size, and I can bring Red in later to just test that out. But yeah, I'm gonna go one at a time. So why don't we start with Mal? So here's the Mal doll up close. It's not perfect, but I do see some resemblance to Dove Cameron here. It's definitely more realistic than the original doll, which is just very kind of cute and cartoony. But this is a much more realistic face. How do you guys feel about it? I think it's pretty good. It looks cute. And she comes in her Isle of the Lost outfit. There's the Descendants logo, and here's Mal, and it says Mal Isle of the Lost. So she has the same outfit on as her original doll. And she also has her spell book, which she also came with in the original doll. And it has this really pretty kind of border. Now let's look at the back. Here's a picture of Mal. And it says, to celebrate a decade of Disney descendants, this true leader, the daughter of Maleficent, dropped her wicked ways for true love and friendship. And there are the Disney and Mattel logos. I want to say the original Descendants dolls were Hasbro, so these are now made by Mattel. So that probably makes sense why they kind of are Barbie size, because they're made by Mattel. So this is Mal's picture. Now I'm going to open her up so we can get a better look. I'll be right back. All right, Mal is out of her box. That took a little while. She was in there pretty tight. I wanted to be careful to not cut anything, but she is out safely. And I'm gonna hold the phone this way so you can see the full doll. They did a really good job on the jacket. And I must say, the hair length is pretty good. I don't know how to feel about how it feels like it's covered with product, but as I've said before, I'm not a hairstylist, so I'm not gonna touch the hair, but it's definitely something that more experienced doll owners could do. So this is actually Velcro, the jacket, and the gloves look removable. They honestly, when they came out of the box, they looked like they were falling off. I'm like, oh, that's how I know they're removable. Oops. And the pants are just kind of a mesh kind of material. And the boots are all one color with some dragon details on them. And she does have a shirt on under the jacket. One second. So this is Mal's jacket opened up. I guess that is an improvement to the original because that jacket does not open. Yeah, it's a cute shirt. Very Mal-like. As for her movements and joints, she moves exactly like a Barbie doll. Like her arms, it's very much like how a Barbie works, which is what I expected. And I want to compare the original doll to this one, and we'll look at some of the differences. Okay, so I was not expecting OG Mal to be a little bit taller. It's hard to hold them up both at the same time, but when they're both straight up, Mal is kind of, or OG Mal is kind of taller. So this Mal has earrings. I don't believe this one does. The hair feels very interesting. So this one is closed, as you see, and this one is openable. Painted on gloves, removable gloves. They both have like the black lace underneath, even, yeah, this one has that too. The pants are pretty much the same material, although this one has more like silver/white detailing. This one just has black. And these shoes are more of a very dark purple with gold, and these ones are just all black. And let's turn them around. So yeah, this Mal, her jacket is removable in the back, and she also has the very iconic like add-on to the jacket. It like goes up like a collar. It's really cool. This one doesn't have that. It just kind of has a jacket collar right there. So this one has more like lines, a little more detail on the arms of the jacket, but I do like the texture of this one better. Yeah, I do. I don't know, guys. I don't want to be like a doll purist who like doesn't like the new ones, but I might like the original Mal more than the old one. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when they try to go super realistic, it almost looks uncanny. It looks a little off. I don't dislike it. I just don't know how to feel about it because I have so many Mal dolls that look like this, with her face looking like this, and I absolutely love them. Also, I don't know, I feel like the detail put into this doll, even if the jacket has like a more intricate design on that one, I just like how it feels more on the original, and the shoes have their details. I like the painted on gloves because there's no like falling off or like losing them. And the hair, they made it an interesting length to get under the collar, so it's like perfectly shaped. And on the new Mal, they did pretty good with the hair. I don't really want to talk about how weird it feels to touch. If it looks like there's a lot of product in, there is a lot of product. It's like sticky, feels kind of bad. But that is pretty accurate to the length. Mal had kind of medium length hair in the original movie, and she went on to have long hair in the second, but yeah, they got the length pretty good. Overall, I'm happy with it, and it's gonna be a collector's item. I felt like I couldn't pass it up because I love Descendants so much, and it means so much to me, and I wanted to celebrate the 10th anniversary of something that really matters to me. And I will always love collecting Descendants dolls. It's nice to get one for $25 compared to the usual price of new Descendants dolls from the original movie, which are very expensive. So this was a nice change. And now I'm gonna show you guys Evie. Okay, here we are with Miss Evie. You know, we'll look at the face more when she gets out. She comes with a mirror, like she did with her original doll, and the ruby heart necklace, although she's not wearing earrings, and it also looks like she has the removable gloves. Her original hair is it's blue-black, so I think this is also blue-black, and it has her braid crown, which is good. And it's the Descendants logo. Says Evie, Isle of the Lost, and there's Evie, and let's turn her around. It says, to celebrate a decade of Disney Descendants, there's more to life than being the fairest of them all to this fallen apple and daughter of the evil queen. And there's the Disney and Mattel logos. Very pretty. And for anyone wondering, I did get these dolls off of Amazon. I haven't seen them in stores yet. I'm wondering if they'll go on the shelves, but I got these on Amazon a week or two ago, and they came pretty fast. So yeah, let's get Evie out of her box so we can look at her closer and compare her to the other Evie doll. So I don't know if I just got unlucky, but this doll has like the worst box hair focus I've ever seen. Like it's literally tangled. And if I try to fix it, it's gonna like undo and it's gonna not be styled anymore, and I don't want to ruin it, but like it was like this before I even opened the box, just to clarify. So Evie's hair has always been super long, probably the longest of all the Descendants girls, so I understand things like that happen. But it is a little bit disappointing to see the hair in such a mess. And I'm usually very forgiving about these sort of things, but this is probably the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, not great. But the face, I think she looks kind of a little bit like Sophia Carson. I don't know. I do like her face more than Mal's, I'm going to be honest. It kind of has the sassy charm of Evie, and I like that. And the red necklace. Her jacket is openable at the back. And she has these patterned gray and black tights. And she has black boots with blue laces. Now let's do the comparison. Old Evie is most certainly bigger and taller than new Evie. And just like Mal with the faces, the original Evie is extremely more cartoonish. It's very cute. She always had super sassy eyebrows and a super sassy expression for Descendants 1 and 2. For Descendants 3 Evie dolls, they started to change her face. But the 1 and 2 dolls all had this face. And then compared to the new one, it's much more realistic and relaxed. I like that they gave her blue eyelashes, because I'm pretty sure Sophia Carson did have blue eyelashes as Evie, whereas this one just has the black. And lipstick color's a little bit different. This might be more peach and this is more pink. I do have to say, the necklace, I like that it's an actual gem on the original, but this one might fall off less, which is a positive. Now let's compare the outfits. I don't know, I just feel like the original dolls had like a certain charm to them. Like they gave her this bracelet, they gave her the gold crowns on her shoes, they gave her the earrings and the painted gloves, they gave her the collar like Mal. And this doll, it's fine. Like there's nothing really super bad about it other than the hair in my case. And I have to say, the skirts are very similar. This one is definitely more saturated, which I enjoy. I prefer them to be a little colorful. They're dolls after all. And then this one is more probably movie accurate, less bright, a little more dull. Same with the skirt. The tights, although they have different patterns, this one's a little darker, pretty similar. And the shoes are very different. This is like a gray with the crown. This is black with the blue laces. They both have gloves, although this Evie's are removable. And I don't think this Evie has anything under her shirt. Well, this Evie looks like she does have a blue shirt underneath. I do have to say, this was definitely not as easy or cut and dry as I thought it would be. When they announced that they were going to make 10th anniversary Mal and Evie dolls, I was like, oh my God, they're going to be like $200. They're going to be super rare collector's items. And well, they weren't that. And I don't want to be like judgmental because they're not bad, but I just like these ones so much more. Like they're so much cuter and I like the bright colors. And I don't know. What do you guys think? I just really, this Mal and Evie is like the ones we grew up with. And I love these dolls. And these dolls are okay, but I don't know. I honestly feel like the quality on these ones are a little better. Is that crazy to say? The hair is definitely a big letdown on the Mal and Evie dolls. At the very least, the colors and shapes are very accurate, but Evie's hair was a big disappointment for me, being so tangled already. And there are some improvements, I guess, but to be completely honest, I'm not, again, no hate to the new dolls, but I'm an OG Descendants doll lover. I think they have so much more charm, and there's something like special about the way Hasbro did it with the more cartoony faces that just made it so fun for doll play and like making stories. And I don't know. What do you guys think? I just don't find them as charming and fun as the original Mal and Evie. Like the colors are definitely more movie accurate. I'll give them that. But these are just childhood. So that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching if you've stuck around this far. If you've got the new Mal and Evie dolls, what do you think? Do you think they are on par with the OGs, or do you like the originals more? What are your thoughts? And let me know which doll I should try to find next. Bye guys, love you.